to know how the hell did I get this far? Everybody wants to know. This brick boy coming in strong, bow down to the king when he steps to the throne.
Yo, with raps we the best. They trash, they just flex. So we mastered our craft, now we grab for success. Am I passionate? Yes. I'm actually obsessed, trying to test shit can turn it back.
What's going on YouTube? This is Rob Beast.
And I'm Dickgee.
This is Rhode Island Tattoo Company's personal portrait roast. This is what happens when portraits go wrong. And this is why you should look up artists that specifically do things, because we're going to show you examples on why they go bad.
Yeah.
So let's kick it off.
Alright, so we're going to start with, what's that? Which is Schmeagol? Is that Schmeagol? And first of all, no offense to any of the people who tried to get a good portrait. You know, I know these are probably going to be relatives, kids, things like that. That's sad that, you know, this happened to you, but that's why you do your research like Rob
This is
said.
why you educate yourself and find the person that can do portraits. There's specific artists for specific reasons. You don't go to a guy that does tribal and expect him to do a portrait, because chances are it's going to look like one of these things.
Yeah.
And that looks like that little creep from Lord of the Rings.
This is horrible. I mean, there is so much wrong with this. I think the only thing that even resembles that picture is that it has two teeth. That's it. That's the only thing. They didn't even use the same flower. He put a traditional rose on her head instead of doing.
I don't know what the hell that is, man. Like, the eyes are crazy. I mean, like you said, the only thing that's right on that thing is two teeth. That looks like what is crawling out of Area 51. If people want to know what the aliens look like, it's that.
I don't understand, like, what's up with this neck over here? Like, you see on the bottom, there's like a weird...
You just didn't even do the fur or anything. You just cut, like, all that idea off. And,
yeah.
I mean, where's the ear?
This is so bad.
Like,
this person should just not tattoo at all, because...
Yeah, they should just give up the tattoo equipment. That's just horrible, man.
Well, let's see what's next.
Well,
I mean, the expression's dead on, I'd say.
The expression's good. The shirt's almost there. I mean, it seems like there's a lot left out. I mean, it's not bad. It's more accurate than the other one. I mean, it's a funny photo to definitely get, but you could tell it's a bad photo anyway to go off of.
Yeah.
But that kid literally looks like it stuck his finger in the electrical socket and just got a jolt.
Yeah, definitely. This is, like you said, it's better than the last one, but it's still far away from where it should be or could be.
Yeah, they're leaving the skin tone of the person to make up the skin tone of the actual portrait, and you don't do that.
Yeah, I don't know why it's so red either. Like, why?
Probably just a light wash.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, it's definitely bloody. You can see the blood in the hairline right there.
Yeah, that one's not as bad. Still bad, but not as bad.
Right. Let's see.
All right. I'm confused. Is this supposed to be the version of him as a Grim Reaper? Because what the hell is going on with the hair? He doesn't even have that kind of hair.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, maybe it's him like wearing a hood, or
it looks like him if he was on the toilet from after Taco Bell.
I have no idea what's going on with the outside of this. To me, it doesn't resemble this person at all.
The smirk is funny. That's about it.
The smirk's pretty good. I mean, as far as what it's supposed to look like, but it's still a trash tattoo.
I just think it's funny because it's just like it has to be like a Reaper or some kind of hood or something. And I'm sorry if this is like a piece for a memorial or something and something happened, but like you don't add things that aren't there when you do portraits unless it's like slight changes or something. You don't add a hood if you don't even know what you're doing. Like, I can't tell if it's got dreadlocks coming under a hood or if it's just a bad hood or whatever it is.
Maybe he used to have long hair and they were like, we want to bring back his glory days.
But why is it flowing?
I have no idea. No idea. It's definitely not a good representation for sure.
Oh man, that is...
Oh.
That's like... Remember when Chucky got messed up in the movie and he was all stitched together and stapled? That's the representation of those.
And this is actually one tattoo. This tattoo is right there, so it's next to this one.
Both of those portraits are absolutely horrible.
Oh, what's that cartoon with the little kid? There's a cartoon, I can't remember what it is, but that kid looks like that right there.
The angry eyebrows.
Yeah.
Well, look at the teeth, man.
That's Andy.
The teeth are like, I don't even know. They look like dentures about to fall out of an old person's mouth when they're their stuff let go.
The sad part is that's probably the reference that person used, and any artist would know, let alone a portrait artist would know that that's not even close to what you need for a reference. I mean, that picture is this big.
Yeah, you don't use tiny photos like that because you won't even see the detail. You might as well bring in the little jar of baby food and use the Gerber baby at that point.
I mean, this is something that this person should have just turned down. The artist, the artist should just said no. If that's the only photo you have,
Well, I mean,
I don't feel comfortable.
I'm guessing that's not even a real artist anyway because nothing on that tattoo is even close to being right. It's one thing to see a quality tattoo done wrong. That's not even a quality tattoo.
I can clearly tell that this one is that kid in the back, but I don't know which one this one is. Like, that kid doesn't look like any of that.
I'm guessing, honestly, it's supposed to be that one. That kid is supposed to be that one, and that one's that one. They didn't use that. That must have just been a part of the photo because with the way they cut it. But still, it's just very bad representation. Like, that one looked like he got beat up for his lunch money, and this one looked like, I don't even know.
Yeah, that one's definitely. I mean, look at, he's got one pupil that's like straight dilated in the center. The other one's so blown out, it's coming out of the eye socket. Like,
crystal meth's a hell of a drug, bro.
I wish we could see the what this is supposed to be, but I don't give a shit what the picture looks like. It's supposed to be guaranteed. Don't look like that.
That looks like
that's a burn victim. You know what I mean? Like
that baby's got more lumps than some of the roads in Rhode Island.
Right? Like what's up with all the weird shading? It's like it almost looks like this baby had a tribal face tattoo and that was removed or something. You know what I mean?
The worst.
Like,
look at the hair. It's got the trunk comb over.
There's hair.
I'm guessing either that or it's a part of the burn.
Yeah, I was gonna say I thought that was the burn bandage.
Maybe that's the bandages. Yeah.
Right.
My thing is with that stuff, like the nose and everything. All right, if you get a bad photo and it's got way too much lighting sources that are wrong and like whatever, get a different photo. Yeah. Go through photos. Don't just settle for something that might be all right because even though this might look good on a photo, it doesn't look good on a
They don't look good on a photo. I see it. It does not.
Well, I mean, just like I'm saying, like even if they were using it as a reference, just because the reference is dead doesn't mean it's always going to translate good as a tattoo. Sometimes even the best photos don't always make the best tattoos. And this one could be a clear representation of what a bad photo translated into a bad tattoo.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I know what you mean. Like you need to have the right the right photo with the right lighting, the right everything to be able to pull off something clean. Ooh, I like this one.
All right, so here's a perfect example of stealing somebody's work online and then replicating it. And this is what you get for stealing somebody's work. You get a mushroom-nosed, jack-tooth thing. I don't even know.
How about the $100 bill in the left tattoo versus the weird Monopoly money on the right that doesn't even have a backside to it? What's this?
I don't know. It was whatever that's supposed to be.
I don't know.
I can't really see what that is. I mean, they did so bad on that money, they forgot the other money.
I just feel like that almost looks like a beehive or something, you know?
With an eyeball. That's a cartoon character. And then you got the butthole fingers.
I love the butthole in her hand. Look at that. It's like right there. It's like.
But I like how he shaded that all black, but didn't do that part. He left that out on that one.
What's up with the weird bruising on the tattoo's chin?
That's just shading, you know. At some point, I personally love the mushroom nose.
Mushroom nose is definitely fun. That is rip it off, throw it on your pizza, call it a day.
That looks exactly like every commercial from Domino's.
Horrible.
Pizza face.
There's not one redeeming thing about that entire tattoo.
No.
You didn't even shade half the shit right.
But not even to mention how bad it is, but I just think it's funny that you're gonna spend time shading there, you don't shade there, the lips are dark here, but you can't shade them in there. What's the point? This is the real version, and this is the ghetto, I'm in a meth lab, I'm gonna tattoo this for...
My boy did it cheaper.
Yeah.
Clearly.
And that's what happens when you try to do somebody else's work at a weird photo.
The funny thing is yes, it's a portrait, because obviously there's a face in there, but it's really not so... It's more just a realistic tattoo, but... And the artist or the person who attempted to do this one on the right probably said to them, yeah, I can do that, that's not a big deal, there's no eyes, there's no nothing, There's a lot of important details that are normally in a portrait that aren't in this one, but there's other things like hands. Hands aren't easy to tattoo.
Whoever did the original, man, they did some detail. That watch, that money, the ring on her finger. They did some detail. This thing, you look where that ring is, it looks like it has no finger. It looks like it has no top part. That's a straight jacked up representation of what happens. So
once again, if you're wearing any of these tattoos and you see this video, please drop a comment so that we can call you up and talk to you about why this happened and who did it. And then we'll call them out.
Yeah, and then we'll actually maybe get you to come down here and we'll fix it and cover it.
Yeah.
or offer at least a good place to get laser.
Right. Some of these are definitely going to need some laser.
I still like mushroom nose.
Oh.
Alright, so.
They didn't even do it right. There's no tattoo on his face.
This is supposed to be Mike Tyson, clearly, because they used his face there.
Yeah,
but
this is from Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, the video game.
Yeah, even that. The 8-bit looked better than this. I mean, the only reason you really know that would be Mike Tyson says it says Iron Man, and that's what his thing was.
Or Iron Mike, yeah.
But, like, the mustache and everything, they don't even have it. They got, like, this little Hitler thing.
Yeah.
And he's not, like, if that's the representation, first off, you're all off because he's smiling in this one, he's not in that.
Yeah, it might just be a stock photo.
Yeah.
But either way, it's definitely, I mean, like, if you didn't have Iron Mike down there, I wouldn't know who that was.
That's a potato with eyes.
Mr. Potato.
Yeah, that's Mr. Potato if he was a boxer.
Ugh.
Like, I ain't got
They
much.
didn't even shade that one.
Well, they gave that one hair. You ain't got no hair.
Oh, this is a classic. This has been all over the internet.
Yeah, this is a perfect representation of what happens when you bring a tiny photo, if that's what you used, and did this. You get a generic ghetto version of your child. And
That's actually a really tiny tattoo too, because if you look right here, you can see the guy's hand.
Yeah.
So if that's a
That's
finger,
probably
that
like
tattoo is probably only like this
Yeah.
big, which you shouldn't be trying to do a portrait that small
Nah.
anyway and have it last.
it's just one of those things, man. If these are one of your kids and you're going to, they're a memorial or you want to do something nice for your child, first wait until they're a little older so they have some features so they all don't look generic. And go find a qualified artist. Seriously, you're going to spend so much money to fix this that it's not worth it. Go pay the artist that knows what they're doing the right amount of money. You'll get an amazing piece of artwork, and it's there for the rest of your life.
And then your kid won't hate you when they get older and see it and go, what the hell is that?
If I looked at that and it said that was my baby photo, I'd punch my parent right in the mouth.
Right?
I'm like,
you
nah.
couldn't have spent the money on me?
I'd be like, what? You think I'm an ugly
You
child?
cheap ass.
I don't know, man. What is up with the hair?
It's just got a giant forehead.
Oh man, what is that? It's that alien, Roger, from American Dad.
Maybe.
That's his mask, right?
It's only got top teeth though.
That's the thing, man. Like, again, it looked like it had somebody kind of started. Maybe this is like their first portrait. I don't know.
Yeah.
The hair. The hair is not easy to do, regardless. It's a pain in the ass to do. This person's, the shading in the face isn't bad. It seems like this might have been their first attempt at a portrait.
There's tricks to doing hair, but I mean the thing is, like, if you don't know those tricks, and
you're not
going
to color one ear, you color this ear. You give them like chiclet teeth. You can't even say they're chiclet. They look like buzzsaw.
Yeah.
It looks like a blade that he's just holding in the front. And then like you got his neck coming down there, but connects to his shirt. Doesn't even go down all the way. It just connects to his shirt. So apparently he's wearing a onesie that's connected to his skin. But like he got like a dome forehead up
It's
here.
a big head for sure.
Like, again, I don't know the picture, I don't know the reference, but I damn well know it don't look like that. And if it does, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Like,
sure.
I am so sorry, but I hope to God this picture does not look like
Right?
that.
I would feel really bad if we roast a tattoo like this and the actual person looks like the tattoo.
Yeah, again, I apologize, but I hope to God that this is just a bad tattoo because people have been asking us to go through portraits and show people what happens when you go to an artist that's unqualified. This is what happens. I don't know the reference. If somebody knows the reference, hey, find it, send it to us, put it in the comments. We'll take a look at it.
Yeah,
But if
we'll do a side by side.
Yeah, but as of right now, this is horrible. I think that.
We got this.
Oh, we got a selfie one.
And this is clearly a tiny picture. I mean, look at the thumb and the.
That's a folding. Like he folded that picture. This is probably something that was in his wallet. Something. I mean, hopefully, if this is a memorial, it's if that's the only photo you had, I get it and understand it sucks. But there are some artists that can really work with bad photos and manipulate a photo to still make it look good. There are artists that can do that. Make sure you're going to that artist because this, the hand's not bad.
No, but
the
it's
camera's
giant.
not bad.
I mean, it's big.
There's a lot of redeemable stuff, and honestly, this could probably be fixed with a lot of shading and the right person knows what they're doing. The problem I see with this is because of the smirk on her face, and the smirk that she has right here is shaded like she has literally a gold teeth. Like, if you got more facial hair and you're a woman in your portrait than I do, there's an issue. Because that's just not shaded right, and the hair is done horrible. Like, it looks like they spent more time on the arm and the camera than they did on the rest of the thing.
For sure.
And if that's the case, then don't do portraits, man. Like
Yeah.
I'm
Not
very
with these references anyway.
I'm very picky when I even do them. It's got to be the right photo, the right person, the right skin. You have to look at those things, and this is just not good at all. Like I don't even know what the hell is really going on with the smirk, but out of all of them, it's definitely not the worst. It can be fixed. It's redeemable.
Yeah.
By the right person. But if, like I said, if this is memorial, I'm sorry, but it's just still a bad tattoo. And I mean, that's clearly fresh, so it's red.
Yeah.
So who knows what it actually healed like. It's probably lighter, but...
It's definitely one of those tattoos that, like you said, it could be saved, but it would take some work. And, you know, you can avoid that just by going to the right person in the first place. Because, you know, they might have got this tattoo for, let's say, $200, where somebody else might have told them $6 or $7. And it's going to cost at least $4 or $5 to fix it.
Yeah, the quality of work, sometimes people bitch about the price, but here's what it breaks down to. You're paying for the fact that we buy all our own equipment, we buy all our supplies, the inks, the needles, but you're paying for our time. And our time is just like any other artist. You know, you get what you pay for. You wouldn't go buy a Ford Focus if you want to drive a Tesla. It's just what it is. You would, obviously, if you got the money, don't be cheap about it. You're wearing this stuff for the rest of your life. We spend more time on cover-ups and fixing things than we do our own tattoos lately. And it's bad because people don't do reference checks. They don't look at shops. There's so many shops that pop up every day. This is what happens with these shops.
Yeah.
And it keeps us busy. I don't want to do cover-ups all the time. It's just ridiculous. Like,
I don't want to do cover-ups at all.
Yeah, do your
Just
research.
Get good work.
Like, I'd rather definitely work on blank skin than this stuff. I mean, at least, like I said, that one can be at least fixed a little bit.
Yeah.
But it's still not one of the best tattoos. Yeah. So, it's what it is. I think that's the last one.
That is it, yeah.
So, like we said, guys, we're getting close to our subs. Make sure you're sharing. Get your friends. We want to pull some winners, hopefully for Christmas. We'd like to pull some winners to award some people some, like, awesome tattoos.
Yeah.
You know, like, subscribe, hit the bell, follow us, leave comments, let us know what's up. You know, keep sending us the photos, keep sending us things you want us to talk about. We have no problem. Just hit us up.